Golmud Railway. How's it going, guys? I'm the gaming updater, but you can call me TK, and welcome to the biggest map in Battlefield 4. And because it's the biggest map in Battlefield 4, this is another one of those games where I was a little worried about. I need to hit that 10,000 point score, and this game was, it's especially on this map. It's because it's so big. It can be really hard to get from objective to objective quick enough. Of course, you have to take a buggy everywhere, or a tank, or an infantry vehicle, things like that. Luckily, however, in this game, I managed to find my way into a squad that was talking. They were interacting with each other. It wasn't a bunch of friends or anything like that. It was just a bunch of dudes that were playing Battlefield together as a squad. And because of that, I was able to get lifts. I was able to get a couple of chopper runs that got me some good kills and objectives and things like that. And the game actually turned out alright. So that's let's get straight into the tip. For this video, the tip would be, for these big maps, look, you need to use vehicles. You can't rack up a massive score only on infantry. Some of you might be able to if you're like amazing, if you're getting awesome kills, and if you just if you're going to just stay in infantry, the only way you're going to really rack up a big score is if you're going to stay around Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. There's those three flags at the top of the map that are quite close together. If they're interchanging between teams, as if the opposition is capturing them, and then you capture it back, and then they capture another one, and blah, 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 you can usually just keep going around in circles up the top end of that map there at Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, and you can rack up a pretty good score. But this game, one team generally had control, or they had control enough, as in they were defending really well, so I was never going to take back Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie by myself. And so, you know, I had to head around, and when you're doing that, you need to use vehicles. And vehicles are something, if you want to get good at Battlefield 4, you have to learn how to use vehicles. I know it can be some frustrating for some people, especially if you've come from COD or something like that, or even if you just don't like vehicles. But you know, I'm starting to practice with them as well. As in, I'm still not the best player with them. I can have a good run in an attack boat or an LAV, but I'm not consistent with them. Same sort of thing with a chopper. As in, my problem now at the moment with choppers is that I can fly a chopper really well, but I kind of don't know where to go specifically. And I'm still learning the tactics. Roadkill. I'm still learning the tactics and locations to go as a chopper pilot in order to rack up the big scores. So I've got the skills when it comes to flying. I just need to know where I need to be. And once, you know, I figured all that out, once I become a pretty good chopper pilot, I can put up a tutorial and things like that. But at the moment, I don't really want to put up something like that when I'm not quite there. I'm not quite ready myself, because that'd be a little hypocritical giving tips if I don't actually know how to do it, which would be silly. So this game went quite well. I probably should use this video as what tips to use when you're actually playing with a full squad. So in this squad, we had a full 5-man squad. Everyone was talking, everyone was interacting, and even though you'll see me by myself, one of the biggest tips I can give you when you're playing with a full squad is to talk. Talk, and spot your enemies. So you're going to be spotted. You're going to say, there's a tank coming down north, I'll just spot him for you. And then another guy will come in. There's a chopper heading over Gulf. There might be none of us at Gulf, but if there is someone there, we're still talking. Then, if there's a big capture if there's a big flag we want to capture, we're doing it together. At least 2 or 3 of us. And at times, even if there was a big capture going on and we want it really bad, like something in the center of the map, such as Charlie, then we're all going to go in, all 5 of us, and we're all talking, we're all sticking together, and we're all backing each other up. And when you do that, and when you're talking, and when you're spotting your enemies and things like that, you can rack up some big scores. So here we go, we're talking, we've got a teammate in the tank looking over from the side, he's smashing up walls and things like that next to me so I can see. He's spotting enemies, he's keeping an eye on them on the map. I'm trying to take out engineers like that. Boom, I'm trying to take out, even though that took me out, that's an engineer down that's going to just keep that tank from keep going. And we're just working together, and that's really, as simple as it sounds, working together is the best thing you can do when you're playing with a full squad. And it can be quite difficult as well, as in if it can be hard to stay together. And so I kind of don't want to push staying together the whole match, because often that's just not going to happen. As in, feel free to wander off by yourself and things, but making sure that you're doing it within your own rights, as in you're doing it to help the team. Players, you'd be right to have squad members spawn in on you and things like that. You're still spotting, you're still keeping an eye out. For instance, there might be a chopper on the other side of the map, but it's going over me towards all my teammates who are way over the other side of the map. I'm still going to spot it and say, there's a chopper coming your way. Things like that. It's pretty basic. It's sort of stuff, if you play Battlefield for a while, you'll sort of know all that stuff. That'll be, you know, common sense. But for people new to Battlefield, that might be a little weird, especially if you've come from a sort of less teammate-based game, such as COD or Destiny or something like that. I know Destiny has a squad of 3, but, you know, it's generally, you're just doing whatever you want, if you know what I mean. So it can be quite a different experience, and when that happens, you know, that's really the simple tips. Call out for your teammates, spot them, talk, and you'll rack up a big score. So here, not too big, 10,683, but good enough. TK out. Catch you later, guys.